So we have added functionality to save user registration data to the browser local storage. Now we will add notification and dialog features to our application. Although you can use plain JavaScript alerts to display notification, but that does not look professional. So we are going to use third-party framework called alertify.js. Let's go to their website and have a look at what it provides. So it supports popular Bootstrap and semantic UI theme. And second, this is responsive. So you do not need to worry if your user is using desktop, laptop or tablet. It works flawlessly on all the devices. If you scroll down, you can see the sample dialog boxes and notification these frameworks provide. You can run the example right here by clicking this Run Example button. And here is the code sample you will have to use in your application to add a particular type of dialog or notification feature in your application. We can download this framework by clicking this download button. It provides a bundle of few JavaScript files and a few CSS files. We can add these files to our application and configure everything manually. But if you go to the GitHub, it also provides NuGet and npm installation. I would prefer to use npm installation as it will automatically be added in package.json dependencies. And if someone else is using my code from GitHub, the npm install command will take care to add these files as dependency in the project. So let's copy this command, open up terminal window. Make sure you are in the directory where your Angular project is installed. In our case, it is front end. It is installed. And if you look at node_modules, alertify.js, here you can find bunch of JavaScript files and CSS files. Here in the theme folder, we can find CSS files specific to the different frameworks like Bootstrap and semantic UI. So in order to use this framework globally in our application, let's import these CSS in styles.css. As node module is one level below to our style.css file, we need to go one level below, node_modules /build/css and add alertify.min.css. And also add themes CSS as well. We are using Bootstrap in our application, so select bootstrap.min.css. So our themes and CSS are now globally available. Next we need to import JS library in our component. So go to our user register component and we can import any of third-party JS library and its function like this. Import star as alertify from alertify.js. Here alertify.js is the folder name under which our JS files exist in node modules, and this alertify is the name we are going to use to access the function of this library. We can name it whatever we want. Here you can notice these three dots, and if you look at, we are getting this warning because by default TypeScript look for module declaration in @type folder. And there is no such file installed by npm because it is not provided by this third-party provider. Although it will work fine without this file as well, but we will follow what TypeScript warning is suggesting. So to resolve this, we can create a file with this pattern and add this line in that file. Let's give it a file name alertify_type.d.ts and add the declaration here. And as TypeScript looks for type declaration in node module by default, but we have placed this file in another directory, so we will have to add new path here in tsconfig file. You can see that warning has disappeared. Now we can use all the functions provided by alertify. Let's display a success notification if user is registered successfully. If we look at the code example, this is very simple. We can just use alertify.success and pass our message here. And also display error notification in case form is invalid. Put an else statement and copy this and change it to error, and notify the user to provide required field if the form is not valid. So if we click the save button without providing any value, we are getting this error notification. And if all the valid values are provided, we are getting this success notification. So we have successfully been able to display notification in this component, but as we need to use it throughout the application, better to wrap the required function in a service so that we can inject it as a service in different components. Let's wrap it in a service next. Add a new service in service folder. Let's name it alertify. Copy this import statement and paste it here in our service. Now we can add success function here. This function should accept a message of type string, and here we can just wrap the success function inside our service method. Similarly, we can add warning and error methods as well in this service. Hope you already aware that we need to provide this service in app module in order to use it in any component. Add it here in providers list, and now we can use it in our user register component. So here in constructor we can inject it. Let's align all constructor parameter. Now we can remove this import statement from our component, and we can use this .alertify. And also notice previously there was no type safety in our function. One could have easily mistyped this method name in our previous approach, but now we are getting all of our method name in IntelliSense as well. And if we mistype any function name, VS Code will display error as well. So this is the approach we can use if any third-party JS library we have to use in our application, and we can make any library type safe using this approach. Let's test it. Perfect, we are getting error notification from our service method now if we submit our form without filing any value. We will add more function in this service later in this series. For example, this confirm dialog accept function as parameter. We will learn how to wrap such methods in our service later when it is needed. Next, we will add this login functionality. We will read the user register data from local storage, and if user ID and password is valid, user will successfully be logged in and his name will start to appear here. If we click this link button, the user can see more options to take various action on his account. So see you in next video. Stay tuned.